Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the FoxyMoxAE channel. ChainGaeng shout out, what up? I hope you are doing well. We are back today with another reaction, and today we are reacting to a new channel to me, but they seem pretty cool. It's called the Internet Anarchist, and I clicked on this because of the video title, which is the worst YouTubers who faked their death. I wonder if J Station gets an honorable mention for faking someone else's death. Things to think about. If you're new around here, like and subscribe, and as usual, all good ChainGaeng members know we support the original content creators here. Please support the original video below, as the, original content creator put in a crap ton of work, and I'm just an anime girl on the internet who, I'm gonna add my 2 cents, but I have a wildly uninformed opinion at best. What? That's all about to change thanks to this person. Stay tuned for member shoutouts at the end of the video, and run the intro. Ready? Good, let's go.
Being a YouTuber is listed as the 4th most desirable job in the entire world, below being a dancer and above being an entrepreneur. So you would think that those lucky enough to enjoy such a
I'm already paused. I would think, dancing is cool and all, but like there's such a body tax on it. I wouldn't think that would be so rated so highly. I don't know. I just wonder what they're like, who were they asking, Does that make sense? Like, if you're asking a bunch of, 12-year-olds, yeah, but I don't know. Anyways.
a desired job would do their best to keep it, right? Well, no. Successful
videos to know,
faking their death has been a strange phenomenon that has haunted the platform since its existence. But
wait,
what
really?
on earth would motivate a creator to deceive their audience with false claims of death and sickness? Could it be money, attention, or perhaps sympathy? Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries.
Hello,
Today,
Internet
we'll be going over
Anarchist.
5 creators who faked their deaths and what happened to their careers. The first of which being the 2 sisters willing to ruin their reputation over a few extra bucks. Amy and Tammy Slayton had a rough but somewhat heartwarming start on YouTube. Even though their unorthodox appearance brought some hate to their channel, people were willing to give them a chance and appreciated their authenticity.
It's not the most surprising, but it is disappointing. Like, people are people, and if you don't want to watch their content, then don't. I understand this is, I don't know. Like, I don't understand. People exist everywhere. I don't know. Let people. As long as they're not hurting you. I mean, I don't know. I just don't like the concept that somebody exists on the internet and somebody else decides that they need to pull them down for it.
I actually just love how nice and wholesome she is. I get a very good vibe from her personality. She really does come across as a very caring and down-to-earth sister. The Slayton sisters went on to create
Oh wait, she's about to fake her own death. I should really stop, sympathizing. My bad. I forgot what we were here for.
Of content, ranging from vlogs all the way to challenge videos, and they seem to enjoy themselves with each upload. However, once the sisters gained some traction on the platform, they abused their newfound influence by scamming their viewers.
Yesterday at 10 a.m., Tammy went into the hospital. She has pneumonia and she can't breathe. If y'all could donate a penny, nickel, dime, hope is so
Amy was asking their audience to donate to a GoFundMe to purchase an extra large coffin for Tammy's funeral. By her own admission, Tammy was only in hospital for a day, and she was already planning a funeral. Despite the many red flags, their fans were concerned about their well-being and proceeded to donate almost $1,000. It would only take a few days for Amy and Tammy to return to their usual upload schedule, both completely healthy.
Tammy wanted me to blow.
See, here's where I get to the point where it's like, oh, never mind, you're not acceptable anymore. You've just scammed people out of money for no reason. Why?
While fans were glad to see Tammy alive and well, there was still
Yeah,
the question
but
of where the
there's
money
still
went.
a layer of
Well,
dishonesty.
Amy claims it was used to pay for Tammy's medical expenses, but refused to provide any receipt, stating that she gave the money to her mother.
The money that y'all
Great.
donated for Tammy when she was in the hospital, I gave it to my mother, who paid bills with Tammy's bills. Regardless if that's what she used the money for or not, that's what I did with it.
I don't want to go like full body language expert here, because I am definitely not. But I've watched some channels. There's a lot of microshakes no in there, babe. Seems like you disagree with what you're saying.
It to my mother, who paid
Wonder
bills.
why.
Later, she stated that she threw out the receipts.
I know I've been wrong. I should not throw receipts away. But in my head, I wasn't thinking.
You can still call the hospital and get some more.
You know,
Yeah, hey, could I get another copy of that receipt?
It was obvious that Amy wasn't being honest about what she did with the money, and it's possible that she spent it on a new camper. Unfortunately,
Girl.
she wouldn't be the only online personality to exploit their siblings for personal gain. If you took a brief glance at the Dobro Brothers YouTube channel, you'd notice 3 very distinct features.
God,
1.
Foxy, you've got to remember that these people are faking it. I keep fucking buying into this. I can't help it. As soon as they come on the screen, I see that they're hurt, and all of the empathy just starts exploding, and then, oh God, I'm the target victim. Send help.
They make the stereotypical prank video for a younger audience.
Great.
2. They are extremely popular with over 30 million subscribers. And 3. They frequently make claims of people dying in their videos. While there's nothing wrong with the first and second observation, the third becomes quite concerning when you realize how distasteful joking about such topics can be. A
Yeah,
good
it's
example
not
of
great.
this is the video titled "My Twin Brother is Dead," published on the 10th of January 2022. The comment section of the video would be flooded with viewers expressing their disgust with how the Dobro brothers were making light of such serious topics, with comments quoting, "This is the most messed up. As someone who has actually been through this is actually just the worst.
No.
Losing my brother was the worst thing I've gone through, and I've gone through a lot. This is actually just garbage."
See, this is where yeah. First of all, my fucking condolences to this person. I can't imagine the pain that you're going through. I truly hope that you're doing well and you are able to kind of heal and move forward as best you are able and want to. To the dick weasels who made the fucking video in the first place. There is no people actually have these things happen to them, and then they come onto the internet and you're making jokes about it, and you're monetizing those jokes no less. Okay. Enough soapboxing for me. I'm gonna start kicking people in the faces.
As well as if children think of these people as role models, these are the last people I'd want my kids to look up to.
Shit.
Whether or not people saw their content as harmful didn't matter to the Dobro brothers, as the video racked up an astonishing 3.3 million views. And going forward,
I hate
the
the
Dobro brothers
implied
decided to milk
reward.
this disgusting formula for several of their future uploads. Our little sister was murdered. My twin brother ruined my life. My twin brother was murdered. And my crazy ex-girlfriend is dead. It's one thing to jerk.
Okay, but at some point you do as an audience stop believing it, right? I mean, I understand their jokes, but the clickbait thing just becomes tired and stupid. Smosh does a funeral roast, but they always put in the title that it's a funeral roast. Okay.
About losing a family member, but constantly profiting from it and potentially reminding viewers who went through the real thing puts the Dobro brothers in a league of their own. However, that might not be enough to put them on the same level as Sketchek, who decided to lie to an entire community for years.
I know we haven't played this game in a while, but just a reminder from the last YouTuber video thing, I know none of these people. If you are partaking in a drinking game, I highly recommend you don't. You probably owe 3 shots or drinks, or I don't know. You measure yourself accordingly. Drink water. Don't make me worry about you.
It wouldn't be a stretch to say that Sketchek had a very promising online career. He was a skilled Team Fortress 2 player who was highly regarded in the community.
Ah,
and on the road
first-person
to
shooters make my
100,000
tummy so
subscribers.
sickly.
However, it was these facts that made his claims of declining health in 2015 all the more concerning.
I don't want to reveal too much information about my illness, but the doctors
I am
are
not
saying
going to
that
feel
I
sorry for
probably
him. I am
don't
not
have a
going to
lot
feel
of time
sorry
left.
for him. I am not going to feel sorry
At best,
for him.
I've got about a year before my condition gets so bad that I'll need constant life support, and my chances of recovery are looking
Nope, don't believe it. I was
low,
like, well,
to say
what
the
did
least.
As you'd expect,
No.
the TF2 community wasn't taking the news very well, as they'd already lost another legendary creator, Kitty0706, just a
Wait, I can actually feel bad about this one. Rest in peace, Kitty. 0706. I'm sorry, Kitty.
few months prior. Sketchek would elaborate more on his situation in a video titled Closure,
Back to the
where he stated
douchebag.
he'd be leaving YouTube and TF2 to make the most of the little time he had left.
My health is gradually deteriorating, and the clock is ticking, so to speak. I simply cannot afford to spend any more time than I already have maintaining the channel. This is my absolute final video to say goodbye before I stop using this account. So, feel free to unsubscribe if you haven't already. There will be no more videos
if there's no
coming from this channel.
string of truth in this is really fucked up. I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt here. If he thought that this was actually happening, and he did think that he was sick, he's saying in the thing like I'm stepping out of the platform. Don't sub. I don't know. Oh, Foxy, you gotta stop justifying these people before they drop the boot on what they actually did.
From that point on, Sketchek completely disappeared from the internet, leaving viewers to conclude that he was no more. People speculated what illness afflicted Sketchek, others mourned his passing with tribute videos, and the developers of TF2, Valve, honored his memory with an in-game item. Sketchek had effectively become a legend, a skilled pyromane who had his life and career cut short by an unknown terminal illness. But still, he managed to impact the community positively in the brief period that he was around. Unfortunately, what went on behind the scenes told a completely different story.
No.
The fact that there was some activity on his Steam and YouTube accounts gave people the impression that Sketchek was still alive. Let me introduce you to today's sponsor,
cringing.
Proton. Your email provider knows
sponsor
all
break.
about you.
Everybody
Your name,
check out
birthday,
Proton,
address,
the
phone number,
sponsor.
workplace, things you purchased, trips you went on, and even your passport copy. That's your data, right? Wrong. That data is being sold to advertisers.
Oh,
the more
no.
data you give away, the more valuable you are, like a product. Then they
Oh,
profile
no.
you and target you with ads. What could
No.
possibly go wrong?
Everything.
In 2016, Yahoo confirmed that emails of all 3 billion users were leaked. Everyone's data was up for grabs and could be used for identity theft and fraud. You don't want your life details to be in the hands of advertisers or hackers. So what can you do? Well, you can switch to
I
Proton.
don't know.
Proton Mail protects
What?
your emails with end-to-end encryption, so no one, not even
Amazing.
Proton, can read your emails. Proton blocks marketing trackers and malware, so nobody even knows you opened their email. Say goodbye to spam, phishing attacks, and spoofing. Proton is
Yeah.
based in Switzerland, so you're protected by strong privacy
Protect
laws.
your ass
Be
with
one of
Proton.
100 million users who have already chosen privacy. Get started for free at proton.com.
I am also as
or with the
surprised
link
as
in the
you that I
description.
don't have
With
a
that being
sub.
said, let's get back into the video. Before he
I
ended
didn't know
doing
how to
YouTube,
say that
he did
right.
a closure video explaining what was happening and
I
what
don't. No, I'm gonna fix it. Hang on. I am also I'm also surprised that I don't have a sponsor. It was a joke.
he wasn't posting videos. It turns out he had a terminal illness, a disease that can't be cured and almost certainly results in death. He sold all his items and wasn't enjoying TF2 anymore. A few weeks later, closure video was removed. Did he die? Did he survive? We simply don't know. With a reply stating, if you want a small conspiracy, a lot of Sketchek's items have left his backpack, ending up in another backpack owned by someone named Will. Even some minuscule items like refined metal. Some of the names Will has had seem very Sketchek-y, and the account is relatively active, last online just over a day ago. By now, there was enough evidence supporting the idea that Sketchek was still alive, and most of the community took some joy in that. But that newfound joy would soon be soured by a video from Sketchek himself, published in
I was
February
gonna say I'm really confused because like if I don't know if he didn't have the illness. If he did have the illness, don't fake an illness if you don't have an illness. But by the same token, like, if you just want to step back from content creation, you should be allowed to do that. But yeah, lying about the illness is pretty fucked up.
2019.
Hey, it's me, the legendary pyromane Sketchek. Sorry to bust your balls like this after hyping up my big return. There's something I need to get off my chest that's been killing me, and I want everyone to be on the same page going forward. About 3 years ago, I announced that I had contracted a non-specific terminal illness. I want everyone to know that was a lie. It was a sick joke, a ruse. I was never ill, not even a little bit. You might say that I was mentally ill because I thought it would be fun to
No. That's something for you and your therapist to figure out. That is not something to excuse, blame away. Like, no. I have met plenty of neurodivergent people. Not a one has faked their death to me, bro. Or their coming death. What the fuck?
A lot of people that care about me that I would fucking die, but I've been feeling really bad about it lately.
Just lately?
Bear the weight of my sins, which is why I've decided to come out with the truth and apologize for lying.
He went on to explain his reasoning for lying and betraying both his audience and the entire TF2 community.
I was in Japan for an extended period of time, which means I was away from my PC at home. And when I was in Japan, I had a really good time away from the games and the PC, and getting some much needed vitamin D.
Okay, but while you were doing this, people were mourning you. You were being immortalized in games, I guess. Bro, I don't care that you were away from your PC. You had some form of social media, I assume. This is ridiculous.
And somewhere along the way, I came to the conclusion that video games had ruined my life. And that was when I decided to shut down the channel. But I also wanted to go out with a bang, I guess you could say. Ideally, I wanted to make some really good TF2 videos as a parting gift, but I didn't have access to a PC that I could do that on. So I scrapped together all my remaining TF2 footage and notes that I had collected to be released as one big info dump, but I still wasn't satisfied with that for some reason.
It didn't give me enough attention in the mountain cloud.
I knew that would draw a lot of attention. I realized this was a really fucked up thing to do, you know, even if it was just some anonymous internet video game bullshit. To be honest, I still don't know exactly why I did it.
You know what? You can't, I'm sorry, you don't get to dismiss it as some anonymous internet video game bullshit. Because it's not just bullshit. People were, like, actually saddened. Like, they mourned you. Oh my god, I'm quoting a fucking Marvel movie right now. This is how comically super villainous this was.
Feeling a bit conflicted, actually. The channel was something that I built up by myself. It had value to others, it had value to me, but at the same time, I was feeling bitter, as if video games had stolen something from me, and by extension, the Sketchek channel, which revolved around video games. So you could say I was feeling resentful, mostly at myself in retrospect. But instead, I took it out on my loyal audience and left them in the dark for 3 years.
The response.
Whoa, okay, I didn't even think about that aspect. This was all in retaliation to your audience? Oh my god, you really need to get help. Like, holy shit. Parasocialism goes both ways, and this dude... Whoa.
So Sketchek's return was polarizing to say the least. There were those who wrote him off as a deceitful individual who was willing to emotionally manipulate his fans for selfish reasons. And on the other hand, there were those who were happy to see their favorite creator make a comeback. Either way, Sketchek's online career didn't take an immediate nosedive following his return to YouTube. However, an immediate decline is exactly what happened to Sav after
Like, I'm not saying he should have lost his whole platform, but... I don't know. That's messed up.
Were exposed. On the 26th of September 2016, following a lengthy application process, Sav joined the popular NoPixel RP server for GTA 5, rapidly becoming a valued member of the tight-knit community. The NoPixel server is home to several well-known streamers like Ming, XQC, and Charlie, which makes an excellent place to network and build an audience, a fact that Sav was very much so aware of. In little over 4 years, Sav had played his role in the server perfectly and was able to forge a fan base that boasted around 9k followers and 1.5k subs on Twitch. Sav crafted a career that most people could only dream of, and was on the path to becoming even more successful in the GTA community.
So then he faked his... I'm sorry.
But that's if he didn't commit the cardinal sin of using aimbots. According to the server rules, using cheats of any kind would result in an instant permaban, and on the...
Okay, so aimbot is a cheating thing? I don't mean to be dumb, but I've never cheated, so I don't understand what these words mean.
The 27th of November 2020, that's exactly what happened to Sav. Naturally, the community was sad to see such a beloved member go, but they understood that it had to be done. With comments reading, that's really a shock. From what I've seen of him and his streams, he seemed like a cool dude who pushed RP and wasn't using one before. Like, I really want to know the mindset that pushed him into doing that and wasting the goodwill he had in the community. As well as, it's insane to me that someone who is trusted with a whitelist would do something to get permabanned. Really, like Sav. But whatever the reason is, I'm glad the rules are being enforced. News of Sav...
I suppose I just don't understand. If it's a roleplay thing, why do you need the aim assistance anyways? Like, I understand there's actual guns and shit, but like, what? I don't... Why is it that damn important if it's a roleplay thing?
Savex's ban took a toll on the NoPixel community, but it was soon overshadowed by the news of his alleged unaliving, with a post quoting, "I'd worried about him and as a last resort, I sent some emails about a month ago to his private email.
This is the part where I get
share the
mad.
information with individuals who have known him and cared to ask. Please, for the respect of his family, stop any speculation regarding this here."
That this is not Sav writing this. Sav passed away Christmas afternoon. This message is being written and sent out now through my brother's email after obtaining access to his PC. He's gotten numerous emails, messages since November with individuals worried about him. We'd like this, the individuals who have reached out to know he's in a better place now.
Everyone who knew Savex or watched his streams was devastated by the news, and a few even went on to create tributes to his time on the server. However, by May 2021, Coley, the owner of the NoPixel server, began to suspect that Savex was still alive and looked further into the matter.
If you guys know who's this Twitter is, okay? It's Savs, all right? Joined January 2021. Okay, so I don't know if you guys knew the date of when he had passed, but this is after he'd passed away. So you go to his Twitter, which is linked to his Twitch page, and it also says this. Everything says to me that he's not actually dead.
The screenshots referenced in the video were leaked messages between Savex and fellow roleplayer Rami. "Pog, I faked it all. People think you're dead. I know. Are you dumb? But you know I'm toxic as F. No, you're just an idiot. Bruh, it sounds bad, but S is better this way. You literally could have just rode your ban out.
What the
Nah,
fuck?
I just wanted to be done with the whole community and all that S. Bro, you realize—
Okay. So instead you like scorched earth yourself? Big dub, bud.
people cried over you. You're one of my closest friends, bro. People made murals and everything. You just come back after like 6 months and act like nothing happened. What the F is wrong with you? There was some speculation that Savex's social media accounts were hacked, but Coley wasn't buying it. In early June 2021, Coley hired a private investigator to confirm Sav's fate, and the entire community was horrified at the results.
We got someone to investigate some shit, like hired a guy or people, and it's 100% confirmed that he's alive, by the way. We got someone to investigate some shit, like hired a guy.
Alright, this is the dude that owns the NoPixel server.
It's 100% confirmed that he's alive, by the way. There's literally zero doubt.
Oh,
Actual
they can.
evidence,
Okay.
So we got
Okay.
all this information.
Oh, I mean, we did
but
just read
obviously
those
I can't
DMs, I
release it
remember.
because
Okay,
that's
I'm
pretty
back with it.
doxing. But we know
What a
everything
douche.
about him, like names, addresses, and all that. It's the
Bro
it
even
is- it
admitted
is
like,
the
no,
truth.
no,
He's
I'm being
alive,
toxic. Well,
100%.
if you know, then
Sav
stop.
didn't only throw away his reputation in the GTA community, but his entire Twitch career as well. Just when SavX's deception seemed to be at an all-time low,
Dum-dum.
hated YouTuber Behind the Meme ended his career by staging his own disturbing fake
I don't know if I've
death.
heard of
Behind
this
the
one
Meme,
either.
aka Kyle Bryce, was a man
Hello.
who built his career on analyzing meme culture and was also accused of ruining it. Back in August 2016, Bryce
Oh.
focused
What? I always thought it was kind of interesting to figure out where some memes came from.
on making videos for people on YouTube.
I mean, I
who
don't
didn't
get some of them,
understand
so
popular
some of them I
memes.
just used to
Bryce
have to
created
look up
short,
for
easily
somebody to
digestible,
explain it
and
to me.
somewhat entertaining
Again, social
videos that
cues,
helped give the
not my
average
thing.
user a glimpse into the world of 2010's meme culture. This strategy was extremely effective, as the Behind the Meme channel easily hit 700,000 subscribers in 1 year. While Bryce had success with people who didn't
Nice.
understand popular memes, the same couldn't be said for those who did. Apparently, some users saw explaining inside jokes and
Spoderman.
memes as something that ruined meme culture for everyone. Certain
Oh.
memes didn't stick around for as long as they used to, and many cited Bryce as the cause for the oversaturation.
That's
Bryce's critics
interesting,
claimed
but
that
I've
editing
never
was
heard of
basic,
him.
pointed out misinformation in his scripts, and described the humor in his videos as lackluster. By 2017, a number of users uploaded whole videos detailing the issues with Bryce's content, which not only
Okay,
increased the amount of
let them
hate towards
cook.
him, but also stunted the growth of his channel. With that being said, Bryce's response to the criticism definitely didn't do him any justice.
Okay guys, let me give you a little bit of backstory. There's another meme channel here on YouTube who recently decided to mock my videos, channel, and audience for no apparent reason other than insecurity. Crazy, right? So naturally I have to respond so I don't look like a little...
Okay, saying that it's insecurity is kind of making you sound like a little whatever the hell you're about to say. I'm not gonna lie. That's rude.
And because I secretly hope that this gets featured on Scarce. Or Drama Alert.
In late 2017, the hatred and animosity directed at Behind the Memes brand would reach a new low, as an anonymous group of haters would dox Bryce's grandmother and uncle.
Oh, that's
I
fucked
got
up.
doxxed. First off, I didn't. Technically, my 90-year-old grandma and my uncle did. I moved months ago thanks to my supporters and my...
Bro, there's only 5 minutes left of this video, and these dogs, I swear. Send help. The fluff guards are rioting. We're going to be calm. We are not going to energize the fluff guards. We're going to react. The Foxy Reacts Calm Challenge. Ooh, saw.
haters, ironically. Now, as much as I think this is silly and no biggie, I'm sure my grandma doesn't feel the same way. It is what it is, though. So technically, no laws have been broken. The only part that bugs me is my old-ass grandma is at risk of some foolish prank. Luckily, nothing has happened, and
Wait,
hopefully it stays that.
I'm trying to remain calm. Did they actually dox his grandmother? Because that's bullshit. I don't care for that. Leave Granny alone. Don't be dumb.
That way. But if not, that is when things do get illegal, so tread lightly.
We are so
Even though
calm.
Bryce attempted to brush off the negativity, it would ultimately get the better of him, forcing a 4-month hiatus in March of 2018. Sadly, once Bryce did return, his uploads had a drastically different tone that suggested he was in a very dark place mentally. From the 20th to the 27th of September 2018, Bryce would publish a collection of vlog-style videos that painted a very disturbing picture of his mental health. The first video, titled Beginning, features Bryce going into a store and buying a bottle of vodka with a description that reads, "Behind the meme picks up an old friend that will help him get through his feelings." or so
Oh,
he thinks.
God.
The second upload shows Bryce consuming the aforementioned alcohol.
Bro, you're uploading your downfall. That's so... Oh, God. This was such a cry for
While
help.
giving a tour of his home.
Like,
and
I'm not
sharing
even
intimate
mad
thoughts
at
about his
him. I
motivations
just
for
feel
creating
fucking
content.
worried.
When I first started this channel, I kind of just started it just to do it. Before I realized it, the channel and me through the process got a lot of hate. Hate for dumb reasons, if you ask me. Doing something...
You know, I don't want to not capitalize, but like overtake his message here. But I do want to say there is something kind of interesting because not interesting might be the wrong word. Would you please? In my opinion, we can only laugh at things because there's a little bit of pain with them. You laugh at things that are cringe because you kind of cringe with them and it's funny. I don't mean to I don't mean to be like, he's making a meme, but he is kind of creating his own. Because if you think about it, a meme is just me meets me. So, like, it's okay. I'm going on a stoner tangent now. We're not doing this. Back to the video. Maybe I'll put that stoner tangent in the members only section. Onwards.
Enjoy, and then seeing such a negative reaction from strangers, it started to really get to me at a point, to be honest. And
no, I
then
can imagine.
I took the break. You know, I took like 4 months or whatever it was off, and I didn't do anything with YouTube. I just lived life, and I was started to become happy. I was happier than I was when I was making videos.
Okay.
But every once in a while, when you know,
well, what happened now, babe?
Good, you read a comment or you read something or you see something, kind of brings back into a hole that you thought you were kind of out of.
The video ended with a possibly drunk Bryce taking out his car keys and going for a late night drive.
Oh,
it was obvious that Bryce wasn't
feeling
his
less
usual
bad
jovial
for him
self,
now.
And as the uploads continued, things only got worse. The third and fourth uploads carried on with the same themes of dangerous behavior.
Bro, like, it's a cry for help, but for fuck's sake, you're endangering other people now with your cry for help. Like, I truly hope somebody in his life was noticing this and stepping in at some point.
Driving, I gotta be careful. I shouldn't be doing both these things, so
really
you
don't.
won't see much in the driving trip.
And self-loathing.
Some of these people might be the pricks that are online leaving negative, hateful comments.
Bro.
And, you know, if everybody was more positive, just everything would be a lot better. We're all cut from the same cloth, I guess. is what I'm
Sweetie.
trying to say.
The fourth video would ultimately end with Bryce going off to quote, play a game, unquote.
You know what? I have an idea. Let's play a little game. Everybody likes games. Let's play
not.
a game.
The final video titled
Okay, I see you're trying to do your
The
villain
End depicts
Joker
Bryce going
era,
upstairs to his
but
bedroom,
but
retrieving
stop.
a revolver from his bedside drawer, and doing the unthinkable. At the time, anyone watching would be rightfully led to believe that things were too late for Bryce, but the closing text that read, "Behind the memes is dead," kinda completely dispelled this notion. Despite the horrifying visuals in the original uploads, Bryce was very much okay, and published a video the next day describing the entire series as a hoax that was intended to show what could have happened if he gave into his darker thoughts.
So I created the series to serve two purposes. One was an alternate reality to what I was feeling and what others had felt due to the words and just the hate and just the bad vibes of other people. The other purpose of the series was to kill my channel. Am I quitting YouTube? Not exactly. But Behind the Meme as You Once Knew It is dead. Now that doesn't mean that I will never make meme-oriented videos ever again, but it does mean that I can do what I feel is right in the moment and not feel trapped like I once did. So I wanted to use this series as an opportunity to creatively express my feelings and intentions.
The motivation behind the videos may have been positive, but its impact on viewers was far from it. In fact, the video did the opposite of what it was meant to do.
Yeah, I
Those who were
don't-
genuinely concerned about his well-being now felt betrayed, and others who were apathetic felt justified. Bryce did get one thing right. With his most recent stunt, he effectively killed the Behind the Meme YouTube channel. His subscriber count stagnated, uploads became infrequent, and fewer people were willing to engage in his newer video formats. The fact that he took an almost 4-year hiatus only pushed his channel further into obscurity. Although the initial hate for his videos was unjustified and blown out of proportion, Bryce's response to it was truly what destroyed the channel. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm worried about how much of that wasn't just some kind of performative arts piece and how much he actually does just, like, maybe not the current term, but did just really need some fucking help. I don't know, that worries me. Alrighty guys, this was the worst YouTubers who faked their death by the Internet Anarchist. Once again, the original video is linked below. Please check it out and support the original content. And maybe give this one a like and subscribe if you wanted to. Or don't. I don't care. It's fine. Also, huge shout out to my new syndicate members: Anonymous, Necrotic, Arum, Must Snip, True VTuber Follower, and Eric H. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. I appreciate you, and we shall take over.